Chapter 1, Chill Rain. In a fortress of junk, a man encapsulates in salvage wheels past towers of cracked monitors and gutted microwaves, fingers drumming the armrest like a pianist warming up. He pauses at a mound of license plates, flips one, then another, until a tarnished fork clatters free. He snatches it midair, inspects the tines, squints, nods once. He coasts to a shelf of melted vinyl records, nudges aside a cassette, Christmas mixtape, huh? And pries loose a chipped saucer painted with faded roses, balances it on his knee, spins the chair, tires complain. Drawer yanked from a filing cabinet yields a butter knife bent into a question mark. He tests the edge, grins at the beat of blood. He digs under a collapsed chandelier of Christmas lights that blink red, green, dead. A soup spoon's tangled in extension cords. He frees it with a tug, and the cord snaps back like a whip. Teacup without a handle rolls from hubcaps. He catches it before it shatters and sets it upright on the table, welded from a stop sign. He wheels backward, scans the chaos, spots a glint beneath floppy disks. Turns out it's a silver platter, dented but whole. He lifts it high. Moonlight from the cracked skylight catches the rim, throws a halo across his face. He polishes it with his shirt hem, breath fogging the metal, then sets the table with deliberate clinks. Fork, knife, spoon, saucer, cup, platter. All mismatched, all gleaming now. The chair creaks as he leans back, satisfied. Even the generator coughs, like it's clapping. He rolls to the counter. Wheels complain against warped linoleum. A dented tin of lard pops open, yellowed like old teeth. He scoops a lump, plop, drops it in the pot. Fat melts, smoke curls up slow. Onions, soft, half-sprouting, tumble from a mesh bag. He slices them on a crate board, knife nicked dull. Juice bites the cuts on his fingers. Chair drifts, he yanks the brake, damn thing, curses under his breath. Garlic cloves, papery, brown, crush under the blade. Scrapes it all in, oil spits, onions hiss like they're alive again. From a plastic tub, he lifts dried beetles, legs stiff, bodies pebble hard. Drops them in the coffee grinder, bolted crooked to the counter. Thumb ash gray, hits the switch. Machine howls, spits out powder, red as rust. He tips it, sharp, like burnt copper, into the pot. Chair rolls back without permission. He slaps the wheel. Stay put. He wheels to the cooler. The lid creaks like it's been holding secrets. Inside, rat carcasses sway on hooks, fur matted gray, eyes filmed milky white. He unhooks one. It thuds heavy on the scarred cutting board. The chair spins half a turn without warning. He grabs the counter edge, steadies himself. With the hooked end of that butter knife question mark, he peels skin back, soft, wet pop. Flesh comes free in pink strips. He carves it off bone, feeds it through the manual grinder, clamped crooked to the counter's rim. Turns the handle, slow, deliberate. Metal grinds, complains. Ground meat coils into the bowl, dark and slick. One wheel jams. He kicks it loose, keeps cranking until the bowl's full, then scrapes every last ribbon into the pot with a knife's flat. Sizzles steadies, like the stew's ready to talk. He lines up 3 dented cans of tomatoes, labels peeling like sunburnt skin, and punches them open with the church key. Juice arcs out, spatters red across chipped tiles, seeds floating like tiny lifeboats. He tips them in. Next, the jar of beans, flabby, moon white. He knocks off the rusted ring, lets the swollen things tumble out with their stinking brine. He adds salt from the hollow-eyed skull shaker. 2 shakes, 3. Cumin from the lidless tin, flakes of rust drifting in with it. Paprika, brick hard, needs coaxing from the sides. The chair lurches again. He wedges a hubcap under the jammed wheel, leans back to test the balance. Satisfied, he grabs the antenna spoon, plunges it deep, stirs once, twice. Chili climbs the sides, skinning over like old paint. Bubbles rise slow, pop with a wet crackle. Steam beads on his lenses. The wheels drip. The pot burbles, low and satisfied. Someone's knocking. 3 dull thuds that shake the whole shack. The spoon slips. Chili scalds his hand. He hisses, jerks back. Chair wheels skid. Water sputters from the faucet, brown, then icy clear. He rolls to the cracked mirror, welded above his sink made from mufflers. Face flickers back at him in broken glass. Eyes bloodshot, beard like steel wool run wild. He grabs the coat hanger, yanks free the jacket, patched with silver tape, and shrugs it on. Buttons gone. He snaps a little skull pin through the lapel, cinches it tight. Looks almost human. He bumps the ramp, rolls up smooth. Peephole's a bullet hole patched with bottle glass. Rain blurs the scene like bad film. His lawn's a graveyard of curb trash. Plastic reindeer he stole from the crankshaft bar. Antlers jammed in an elf's backside as it rides the busted shopping cart. Wind punches Santa's vinyl gut slap slap against the snowman, both leaking like drunks. Lightning forks, tinsel candy canes rip free. Oops, there goes candy. Angel wings flap, white sheets soaked, flapping like a ghost on amphetamines. Thunder cracks. Must have been the wind, he mutters. Doesn't open. He pushes off, spins hard, peephole up. Storm still raging, nothing else. Rain needles the reindeer, antlers locked in that obscene curl with the elf. Wind shoves Santa. Slap, slap. Slower now. Lightning quits. Everything sinks into black. He drops the lid, metal clangs, and rolls back slow. The walls drip. His throat clicks dry. Doesn't look again. A tiny voice slices through. Hey, mister, open up. Hurry, it's raining zebras and orangutans. Bang, bang, bang. All right, just give me a second. He works the bolts. Chains rattle loose. Latch clacks. Wind roars in the gap. Yanks the hatch wide, smacks him backward. A soaked girl barrels through like a cannonball. Crashes chest first into his lap. Chair buckles. They tumble, twist, slam the door shut between them. He fumbles the lock. Inside, just panting, dripping, and the low burble of chilly remembering it's alive. A soaked blonde girl, maybe 12, blue eyes like cheap Christmas lights, stands dripping in the middle of his lair. Special delivery. She plants bare feet wide, arches her back like a centerfold, throws her head back and freezes, one eyebrow cocked. Ray's stomach flips. What in God's name is this? His chair jerks, spins a tight circle around her statue-still body. Rubber squeals. Sparks fly off the floor. He breaks hard, inches from her face. The grease paint smeared across her cheeks. She blinks, then snaps alive. Hips whip forward. Tube top rides up. Flashes belly pale as lard. You ready to party, Daddy? The voice is sugar glass, sharp and cracked. He recoils so fast, the wheelbarrow hits the stove. Pot jumps, chili splashes. No, stop that right now. I didn't order this. I didn't order you. His throat burns louder than the burn on his hand. Steam curls between them like judgment. She twirls. Boots slap shallow puddles. Water sprays his shins. You're one, Michael Rigger, right? This was the drop point my employer gave me. Her tone's all syrup, but the invoice in her fist shakes like it's alive. Michael? That bastard. Ray spits. Little flecks dot her cheek. He turned my life into a goddamn landfill. I'm not him. The name lands like broken glass. Oh. She jabs the paper at him, ink bleeding into fat red worms. Well, invoice says Ray. No. It explodes out of him, louder than thunder. She tilts her head, wet hair slapping spine. What? You're not for me. His grip turns white on the wheels. She flicks the invoice like it's on fire. Right here, Ray. Ray's face crumples inward. Veins throb, like cables under skin. I don't care what your paper says. You think I asked for this? For you? Get out, now. Every word hits metal on metal. She stops dancing, shoulders folding like wet cardboard. The chili pops behind her, loud as a gun. But it's storming outside, she whispers, voice thin as the tinsel whipping off the reindeer. You don't want me to get wet, do you? Lip trembles. Fake, maybe, but real enough. Ray flinches hard. Beard whips his cheeks. No fuck, he rubs a palm across his face. Grease and chili smoke and girl sweat all at once. Just don't. He rolls closer. The chair's frame squeaks like it's begging. Who's paying you? She shrugs, eyes flat. My pimp? The word lands in the chili, sizzles. Ray's jaw unhinges. You're what? Jesus fucking Christ. A laugh chokes out, half sob. Yeah, well, he's dead. She picks at her cuticles, paint chipped like old blood. They sliced his dick off with a switchblade, crammed it down his throat. I'm his final debt. Tears start, thick black mascara rivers carving her cheeks. Ray swallows hard. Who did that? She sniffs. Same folks who sold me. They don't like loose ends. Ray lifts his finger from her mouth. Skin sticks a second, peels away raw. Who gave the order? Grit. She hugs herself tighter, voice cracking around the consonants. Grit runs the yard west of here, piles copper higher than houses. Says he'll sell me by the pound if I don't pay up. Wants me sorting cables in the rain, fingers numb, till I earn what I cost him. Then he'll decide if he wants to cut me open and see what makes me tick. Ray needles the roof in applause. Chili spits, hisses, waits. She bites her lip, blood purls, dark as rust. You could just watch. Come on, yank it out. I'll spit on it, see if anything even works down there. Ray's throat seals shut. Mother of God. The words scrape out, ragged. What's broken inside you? Black tears cut tracks through grease paint. Probably everything. Her voice drops, kid small, drifting. He looks away, at the pot, at nothing. You hungry? I cooked chili. The question trembles, like it's ashamed. She wipes her nose on fishnet sleeve, eyes puffed swollen. I pay what I owe. Ray lets the breath out slow. Yeah, well, I don't. A pause, soft. Maybe you'll get lucky someday. Maybe one of us will get it right before the world ends. She leans in, lips parted, tongue tracing the smear of blood like lipstick. Don't be shy, Ray. She crawls closer on all fours, knees knocking into empty cans. I'm wet, I'm freezing, and I'm yours tonight. A fingertip skates his beard, hooks under the safety pin, tugs it loose. Let's forget the world for a second. Let me sit right here. She pats the armrest of his chair, arching so her torn tube top rides higher. I'll grind slow, no tricks, no tears, just heat. Breath ghosts his ear. Tell me yes. A weight drops on the roof, thud, like a coffin lid slamming shut. Metal bends, rivets pop. A long scrape begins, steel fingernails dragging down the shingles. The girl and Ray both freeze, eyes locked on the spot above their heads. The whole tin roof caves inward, metal screaming like it's being torn apart. Frost blooms across the ceiling in long black fingers. Ray's eyes lock upward. The girl grabs his sleeve, her nails bite. Don't move. Outside, claws rake down the shingles, one slow line, then another, like someone drawing tally marks. The sound stops. The door handle frosts over, white and glittering. Breath fogs from under it, not human. The bell rings, once, low, close. Ray reaches for the last lock. His fingers freeze to it. The knob turns, slowly, from the other side. Metal groans. Frost crawls up the hinges. Something leans in, just breathing. The knob twists, slow, then stops. Ray's frozen fingers crack away from the lock, skin tearing with a wet snap. Blood beads, freezes black. A second bell rings, closer, inside the room now. The sound comes from behind the girl. She spins, nothing. Then the pot behind Ray bubbles. It boils over. Chili spits, hisses on the ice. Steam curls upward and dies. The thing exhales. The breath rolls across the floor like fog off a grave. Ray's chair tilts backward. He can't push forward. The wheels are sealed. From the fog, a horn. Just one, curling black, frost-coated, glinting orange at the tip like cooled lava. Then another, behind it. Then silence. The girl whispers, "It's tasting us." A hoof clacks, just once, right beside Ray. He doesn't look. He can't. The bell rings again. This time it's in his ear. Cold claws brush his cheek. Not scratching, just holding, like checking if he's real. And the voice, old, cracked, like pine cones burning, hisses.
Time to pay the debt.
I may be nicer, but you look wiser at any time now. we may be found out. Oh, I don't think about the tides in the sea. All I think of is the time you spend with me. Where do we go? Where do we go? I've been come around. Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? I've been come around. Where do we go? When the weather's a little colder, you leave the light on, I drive over. I took a wrong turn. Oh, how these seas churn. You looked right at me and said, oh, I don't think about the tides in the sea. All I think of is the time you spend with me. Where do we go? Where do we go? I've been and come around. Where do we go? Where do we go? I've been come around. Where do we go? Oh, I don't think about the times in the sea. All I think of is the time you spend with me. Oh, I don't think about the tides in the sea. All I think of is the